Hello there. Welcome to Wisdom Wings IAS. And I'm going to check your copy today, the next copy you have sent to me. And let's see that how you have fared, how far you have written. And then we will be analyzing in the video only. And this is a very innovative method designed by me that we are putting directly the comments or the checking of the video on screen so that you get to know that how you have to frame the body structure, introduction, conclusion, and not only the marking, not only the comments, but you actually understand the process of checking also, and you grow very, very fast rather than the traditional coaching centers who are actually checking on the paper, but you tend not to see their intent, that how they have marked, how much marking system and in which ways they are doing that. So let's see that. So this is your copy. Okay, and let's see the question. So recently, Supreme Court has declared that prostitution is illegal in India. Prostitution is legal in India. Critically analyze the pros and cons of its social status in India. So particularly, what is this? This is emanating from the judgment of Honorable Supreme Court, and it is related to the constitutional aspect of Article 21 of Indian Constitution. What does it say? Right to life, but not only with right to life with not only the animated life, but right to life with dignity. And what does the Article 19 says? So Article 19 of Constitution of India says there is right to livelihood also, right to legal livelihood. If any work is legal, you cannot be stopped from pursuing it. What does the preamble says? The preamble of India says justice, that is social, economic, and political. So three types of justice we have to assure: social, economic, and political. So economic justice is related to right to livelihood, right? Political justice is related to all the fundamental rights are basically hinges on political justice. And social justice basically what? Particularly directive principles of state policy. But here we see that the social status is related to right to life with dignity also. So these articles are actually relatable. Moreover, what we see that golden triangle of rights, that is Article 14, Article 19, Article 21, all are relatable in this sense. So Article 14 talks about right to equality. Okay, so you cannot be taken away anything which cannot be taken away only on the basis of sex, race, or birth, or anything, or any because of your livelihood and all, or because of your passion, or because of your livelihood, or because of your calling, because of your trade. So all these things come under the rights, the basic rights, the fundamental rights that we have to see. But the question is also about the social status. So it is the question of social justice also. So this question falls under two categories. One category is GS paper 2, Indian polity, and another category is GS paper 1, the societal aspect. What is the nature of women and their issues and their problems related to the Indian society? That you have to check also. So let's see what is the recent Supreme Court, declaration on this profession as legal or illegal. So that is one thing you have to write and explain in first of all. Then critically analyze. So critically analyze means both the sides, but fair conclusion will be also there. Your conclusion should be there. Analysis should be there. Without analysis, only pros and cons will be critical only, but analysis will be there. Then only you can suffice this tail word. Okay, this is called tail word. And social status. So you have to go to the society also. In the past, what was there? Devdasi system was there. Devdasi system was prevalent in South India, South Indian temples. Caste system was there, which was like more, you know, merciless to the women's and their professions. Then class system was there. So this class system was also very bad. So we can see that there are like several profiles of social statuses of women, participation in the job. Then we have to see from the GS paper 3 perspective also, that is economy perspective. In India, we have this concept called there is very less participation of women in labor force. So this is called labor force participation rate. So less women are participating in the job profile. But this is a even legal or illegal. This may not be a useful, or you can say, a very profitable position of women. So the dignified position of women is not that. But any women who is already in the business, if their the bread and butter is coming from that, nobody can actually snatch that without providing the alternatives. So we need alternatives so that their life can be more dignified. If they want to get out of the business, if they are forced to do the business, so they must have alternatives. That is like the calling of DPSP, directive principles of state policy. So in this regard, you have to check all the things. And then ethicality also. What ethics says? Ethics says that there are human values. Human values is that compassion should be there. Compassion should be there for each and everybody. We should not see the face. We should not see the work. We should not see the class or caste while doing the justice. So the justice of what? The justice philosophy of John Rawls. John Rawls will be saying that you must not be uncompassionate or discompassionate by seeing the face, work, class, or caste. So we must do justice according to the John Rawls philosophy of wheel of ignorance. Wheel of ignorance. That you have to write here. Then again, morality. Morality is the social ethics, what the society puts. So socially, the morality of this work called prostitution, even if it is legal, it cannot be taking the shape of socially acceptable norm. So the Supreme Court, what the law says, they have actually spirited with the law of the land and the letter of the law. The letter of the law has been upheld by the Supreme Court, right? So that we have to see in that perspective. Supreme Court said in the perspective that this is one of the profession. They have not directly said that this is legal or illegal, but they said that they have right to profession. They have right to profession. And if the alternatives are not provided, if they are friend to, do that work in the crisis situation during the COVID or all those things, they cannot be put behind the bar just for having the profession which is not socially acceptable or morally acceptable. So what we have to defend, as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, Baba Sahib, he said that we need policies which are socially and economically strengthening the sections of society, not only politically emboldening them. So there will be discrimination. He was knowing that. At the same time, when we are seeing this, we must care about, the calling of people. We must care about the social status. In that light, constitutional morality. constitutional morality, not the social morality, not the social morality. And that is letter of law, a letter of law or body of law emanating from the constitutional order, constitution. The constitutional morality is what? Constitutional morality talks about what is moral through the constitution, what is rational in the constitution, that we have to see here. So in those contexts, GS paper 1 also we can put here some content, GS paper 2 also we can put some content, GS paper 3 also we can put some content, GS paper 4 also we can put some content, and administratively also we can put some content that whether India has failed to provide, India has failed to provide the wherewithal to the weaker sections of society, or not, that we have to see. But some years back, 2-3 years back, women minister Maneka Gandhi said that we must have more of legal professions so that we can grow our GDP also. We can participate more people from all those things which we seem to be illegal. And she had talked about all the professions which were illegal at that point of time. And she said that there needs to be debate on that. So in the light of the Supreme Court, verdict, or you can say whatever decision has been taken, we have to see the social status of the prostitution legality and all those condition of the women. So we have to put the women at the center and then see through the social, economic, political, legal, international, local, all these things, cultural or traditional, okay, economics, so ethical also, moral also, ethical and moral also, okay, and historical perspective also. So all these dimensions we need to see here from the perspective of the verdict related to this. So now see that how far you have fared. So you have said that this practice of service of few women to engage in act of sexual conduct in exchange of a fee, it has been an age-old phenomenon, but perceived positively or negatively in different phases of history. So you can you have written about that morality or the ethicality of this profession has been checked since ages. Pompeii celebrated it, Mauryan respected prostitute, and modern India condoned it. Honorable Supreme Court has detected the act of prostitution as legal in 2022. You have to not only contextualize it in the history, but these are good examples you have given. Okay, according to the time, modality, and ethicality changes that you have written good, but you must care about the word constitutional morality, which cares about the professional dignity of the individual. That is first thing. And the second thing is the legal in 2022, on which basis that you have to write Article 19, Article 21, Article 14. These things you have to write, okay? Then you have to quote the preamble. Then you have to quote the other sections like UPSC and all. And then you have to write the labor force participation rate. Not only in this sense, we have to prove that labor force participation rate should be in these designations or not. But we should say that this is a repressive society. At one time, people are forced to do prostitution, but at the same time, they are not able to enter in the legal fields, legal education, legally, work because of the patriarchy in the society. So that you have to actually expose in this much line only. So your first and second line, this much is actually not useful. Okay, fee and all those things. Everybody knows that. We don't have to be generic in that. So generic, this is generic. It has been the age-old phenomena, but perceived positively or negatively in different phases. You can write, start from here only, and you can write Pompeii celebrated, but Mauryans, Pompeii as well as Mauryans. So can you write like this? And you cannot put again and again the same word. Pompeii and Mauryans celebrated it, but modern India condoned it. Only one line will be enough. So you see how many words or lines you have saved. And within that, you have written Supreme Court, but not only Supreme Court, everybody knows in the question. So you come to the conclusion articles you write here, all the provisions you write here, and in the same words, you can fit in all the provisions and the decodation of the question also. So here I will be giving you 1/2 because your words are very good, but your brevity of word is not there. What is brevity of word? Brevity of word is less word, but talk more, sense more. Okay. So that is the issue over there. But you have written well, no issues. Although the act of prostitution is not legal, not illegal, certain sexual act misconduct is penalized under IPC. Very good. Very good you have written. Okay. And prose of its legal status and social status can be integrated into the mainstream. Prose that children can be open to opportunities in education, social inclusion, job, and security. Okay. Protection against persecution. Okay. That is also seen good only. But everywhere you have to write the example. Examples are missing. Protection against illegal trafficking. Good only. So you have to write here what? You have to write Article 23. The human trafficking and law comes under Article 23. You write that. Ability of legal economic discourse. Okay. Sense of pride, safety, mental. You write here Article 14, Article 19, Article 21. You have written life of dignified, but you have not written Article 21. Right to profession. Those things are positives only. Cons. The perceived notion of polluting the mindsets of youth of the society. So why you are saying that perceived notion? We will be telling that we can eliminate the prostitution by legalizing the prostitution. Wow. Because you will be seeing that if anybody is forced or anybody is having will, the will is like mills. Mills will be talking about the mills, that you know that thinker will be talking about the will or the individual liberty, the conception of liberty. And in the preamble of India, liberty is what? Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. So what is the belief, faith, and worship? What is truth and expression? Expression can be anything. And on the verdicts, you can also quote about partial judgment article, or you can say section 377 has been struck down. Okay, so now LGBTQI plus will be legalized. So there are several social norms which was earlier not acceptable. Now they are breaking down. Okay, then entry of women entry into the temples like Shani Shignapur, then Kerala. All those things are really great. So that you can do, polluting the mindset of youth. The social status, although given a legal nod, more has to done factors such as facilities of direct integration to the societies and unavailable. You can actually write it down in very less words. Write less here. This is very verbose and repeated, seems to be repeated because this calling you already have written. Keep it very simple. The formula of KISS, keep it short and simple. What is this? Keep it short and simple. right? You have to write like this. Then social stigma, address, that is cost mutually and society and women interchangeably. Okay. Provision of 300 million of distance between the place of prostitution and any public institution, a sense of perceived legality given to them, more social exclusion. Okay, so you have actually written the fine lines of the words, like the legal code, what the verdict is. This is good only, but you don't have to overanalyze. You only have to write and directly come to the conclusion. It may come to social inclusion. Exclude these words. Too much words are verbose and not acceptable within the 150 words or 250 words you get. Although steps taken by SC is in the right direction, more needs to be done holistically. Okay, for them, avoid cutting this. Rehabilitation, avenues, job opportunities, social inclusion, child care, healthcare facilities, increased protection from the forced prostitution. Okay, so these things are in social status or social order of the things. You can write the words, keywords here, like social security. Social security. You can talk about one nation, one ration card, which can be given to them. Then you can talk about third gender. Just like third gender, they should be having inclusion, more inclusion in the society, more inclusion in the government programs. They should be acceptable in government program in very clear words, because government has failed to provide them the opportunity to get, the food, the care, the safety. Okay, and they must be pushed into this profession. So many people are pushed into the profession by human trafficking, women trafficking. Okay, illegal through illegal channels. But later on, they accept this as a fate. So you have to write like that. So at the last, you can talk about Mahatma Gandhi also, and quote like this: wiping tear, wiping tear from every eye should be the way forward, the way forward for the government of India, government of India, which promised, which promised a great tryst with destiny, tryst with destiny during the inauguration of the Republic on 15th of August midnight from the Red Fort, or from the ramparts of Red Fort. This you have to write. Who said that? Jawaharlal Nehru said that, tryst with destiny. India will awake to the light and freedom. India will awake to the light and freedom. So this is the analysis, and what I see is examples are missing. You have not written the examples. Then articles are missing. Constitutional articles are missing. You have missed that. Then interpretation of the verdict is monotonous. What you have done is monotonous. It should be dynamic. It is not dynamic. Okay. Then what you have done, the keywords you have not written. Okay. Your conclusion is open-ended. You are not putting energetic words, energetic keywords. Words are there, keywords are not there. Way forward is not there. Okay, so we have to think in that manner. So in conclusion, I will be giving not more than 1/2. If it is 10 marker, if it is 15 marker, I will be not giving you 1.5 by 1/5 by 3. But here, let's see. I guess it is 15 marker because the 3 pages are there. So I will be giving in the introduction, as I told you, this is the verbose thing. From here you can write and you can actually lessen these words and write about the basic constitutional principles and all those things. The golden triangle of Article 14, Article 19, Article 21. So here also 1.5 by 3. So what 3 marks you have got in the introduction and conclusion? Let's see the body. So the body prose, you have repeated things. You have not written more dynamic pointers from the social, economic, political, legal, international, historical, all those things you have to write here in a more diverse ways. But you have pointers. So you have written 6 pointers, but 3 are repeated as it seems. And here you have written in the cons, you have written 3 pointers, 4 pointers only. More pointers needs to be written from the constitutional and social and legal and other dimensions, as I have said in the prose, and examples are not there. So what I can see is content is very, very less. Content is not enriched. You need to enrich the content. So I will be giving you not more than 1.5 and 1.5 marks in both. You can get the, in the cons, I can give you 2 marks because you have written some facts, 300-meter and social exclusion words. And here, facilities for direct integration, not keyword, these things. So how many you got in the body? So in the 1.5 by 3 in the intro, 1.5 by 3 in the conclusion, and 2 mark in the body first part, 3 mark in the body second part, 3 to 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 15 I am given, but this is a very flexible mark I am giving you. But the UPSC will not give you here more than 6 or even 5.5 by 15 because so many things are missing. So the maximum you can get in any question is what? If 7.5. And out of those 7.5, that is maximum 100% for humanities subject. So here you can get more, not more than 5.5 or even 5 by 15 because content is not enriched. So the final conclusion is enrich the content. Work on basically dynamic aspect and constitutional clarity. Without it, you cannot be getting good marks in this question. I'm sorry to say that, but you can improve. You have written, that is the first step to success. Keep writing that. I can see the spark in you. Like Pompey celebrated it, Morians accepted it, or Morians respected it. So those things are good words. IPC penalization, you can write those IPC sections 1, 2. It is really great addition you have done. Polluting the mindset, that is a great keyword. Still not addressed, social exclusion, 300-meter provision, rehabilitation, social inclusion, forced prostitution. These are good words. If you put this human trafficking, Article 23, then it will be greater. So write like that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. And all the best. Keep writing. Keep writing. You will be getting selected this time as you are writing the mains, UPSC mains 2022. All the best for that. Keep writing, keep sending to me. I will be checking it live in front of everyone, in front of you. Thank you.